In this episode of Tasting Chicago, we are tracing the city's culinary footprint in the popular TV show, The Bear. From the fine dining restaurant that plays a pivotal role to the show's opening at Mr. Beef with a pit stop at cast favorite, the Southside Veto Nicks Pizzeria. This is Tasting Chicago. We are at a true Chicago institution, Veto and Nicks. They were recently trending because the cast of The Bear stopped by for its famous pizza. It's a Southside staple known for its legendary thin crust, no frills charm, and a die-hard local following.
I've been coming here about 40 years. The pizza's great. The schmeltz on Friday, all you can eat, you can't beat it.
The food, best pizza out of Southside. Thin crust, come here, you won't be disappointed.
I've worked here 27 years. I just love being around the people here. Feels like family.
105 years, and we are now here with Rose George. Rose, it was your grandparents that started this, right? Tell me about that.
My grandparents started at a tavern, and my grandmother made spaghetti sandwiches, which was only meatball sandwiches and beef sandwiches.
Who's Veto? Who's Nick?
Okay, Vito is my grandfather. Nick is my dad. When he came home from the service, he had spoken to my grandmother by letters and saying, "Ma, please find a recipe so we have a thin crust dough."
Why thin crust?
Something different. You know, everybody that they seen had this thick crust, and when he was in Europe, that's where they were at, he decided thin crust would be the best. And when he got home in August of 45, my grandmother had created that dough. So they opened up in the fall of 45. Our piece is very thin, it's crispy, not hard. And it withstands to a lot of ingredients and still stays without flopping.
So good. So before we actually go in the kitchen, I want to give you a little tour.
This is Aunt Lee.
This is Aunt Lee.
It's my dad's sister.
I want to get a shot of this because it says, please seat yourself. And it says, thank you, cash only. So that's one of the things I love that you guys haven't changed. It's cash only. You can't make reservations. And what was the other thing I just asked you?
No delivery.
No delivery. So if you want Veto and Nicks, you got to come.
My dad, at the time he was alive, he said when he opened, "I'm not delivering. If they want my pizza, they'll come and get it."
And you know what? That's what they've been doing for 105 years.
Have a great day, enjoy.
So Rose, how long have we been at this location now? How many years?
65 we opened.
Okay.
60 years.
So does it look much different than it did 65 years ago?
No.
Yeah. You've kept it true to its charm.
Even to the jukebox.
And tell me about all the pictures you have alongside, because not only are they family members, but celebrities, like a lot of celebrities are here.
And there's customers. There's a lot of things going on.
I just heard recently that Jeremy Allen White from The Bear was in here.
He was with the whole cast.
You told me he comes in all the time when he's here?
He comes in, my grandson had him, and he picked up pizzas to go to the cast in Bridgeport. That's where they're filming.
Okay.
So he's talking about being here for our 105th anniversary.
Wow. What do you think it is that has people coming back year after year, seriously? What's the secret sauce?
No, I think it's the crust. You know, now the sausage is my grandmother's recipe and is patented. No one could get that one.
Should we go make some pizza?
Yeah, go right over.
Can you show me?
Sure,
Let's go.
This way.
So here we are in the kitchen. This is where all the magic happens. Tell me what's going on. Who do we have here?
This one that's rolling the dough, cutting the dough, that's
Yes.
my grandson.
Okay, I kind of wanted to learn how to do this. Can you teach me though?
Sure.
Right?
It's not hard.
Yeah. Can we do it?
You better put an apron on.
Okay, let's do it.
See the thinness of the crust? Put your hand on it.
It's so thin. Okay. Oh yeah, look at how thin. Wow.
So I'm putting almost a ladle of it on.
Okay.
Then what you do is you rub the edges.
Oh, look at that. You're getting right at the edge. Most people say the secret of good pizza is the sauce, but in this, you guys have good sauce, but really it's about the crust here, right?
Exactly.
So there we go. We got that on.
And you
What
get
am I
it
doing next?
even.
Okay.
We're going to come down here, take a little bit cheese, and
Okay.
you're going to put a little bit of base, no, a little more than that.
More than this?
Yes.
Okay, hold
You're
on. Let me
gonna go
start
all
this.
around.
You go all around.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. I do need more. Okay, how's
Just
this?
a little bit, not you don't want a lot on it.
Okay.
Now I'm going to give you,
Oh,
like I
here comes
use
the
small.
sausage.
Not the easiest.
Okay.
Put it in your hand.
Got it.
I gave you a small one. I'm going to
Uh-huh.
show you. So you take your thumb, you push with the other thumb,
Switch with
pinch.
Oh.
So you got this here. Then you take it and you put it.
Poke it in here?
Yes.
And you just put it everywhere.
No, you don't put it everywhere.
Oh.
You keep them in straight lines.
Oh, I messed up. She said, don't put it everywhere.
See,
Keep it
I'm
straight
going
line.
to do this.
Okay. What am I doing?
You're going to follow. I make crosses on mine.
Okay, that looks so much better without me. Great job.
So my name's Nick George. I'm Rosemary George's grandson, and I'm one of the managers here at Veto Nicks.
How long have you been working here?
I've been here on and off for around 6-ish years, I'd say so. It's great here. Just how light it is, you know, with it being super cracky, super thin, and it holding all the layers, you know, without having a flop to it. We just sheet it through. This right here is one of our pastry sheeters. We got a few of them, you know, sometimes if we have any critical system errors or something like that, we might have to switch it out. So we like to have a few on standby, you know, just in the event. After that, we're gonna come and we'll turn it the other way and it will give it its diameter. So from there, we can see it gets a little bit more thin, and then we just keep flipping and altering it almost like a 50-degree angle.
Thank you. Here it looks like beef and hard jardiniere.
I want to try. That crust, that little
It's
crunch.
crispy.
It's so
not
crispy.
hard.
It's so good. So what do you want to say to the people of Chicago? I want you to look at the camera, who've been supporting you for all these years.
I can't thank everyone for everything you've done for me. If it weren't for the people, we would not be here.
And I have to say, I can't think of a better way to celebrate than to eat more pizza. Can we?
We eat more.
Okay.
Eat all you want.
Happy birthday.
What if I wanted to open a restaurant? They're hard and they're brutal and they're specific. This would be a different kind of restaurant.
We are back with another edition of Dinner and a Movie. But this time we're doing things a little bit different. We are looking back at The Bear, a Chicago iconic series on Hulu and FX. I mean, look what they're doing to Mr. Beef.
It's filmed all over the city of Chicago. If you know, Mr. Beef is a massive part of the series, but there's another restaurant in Chicago that is home to the show's most iconic episode. Which is why we're bringing you here.
We are in the West Loop at Ever Restaurant, a 2 Michelin-starred restaurant, one of the best in the country, maybe even the world. Normally, it's not a restaurant we would pick for dinner and a movie, but The Bear has brought us here, hasn't it?
It is actually home to arguably one of the most iconic episodes, an Emmy-winning episode of The Bear, so we thought we had to check it out.
Let's do it.
Cue that Taylor Swift song, we're going inside.
Located in the heart of the West Loop, Ever is widely considered to be one of the best restaurants in the country, a culinary adventure that gives patrons a 2.5-hour multi-course experience. But don't be intimidated, it's for the foodie and the food novice alike, which is the theme of The Bear's most famous episode, Forks, filmed right here inside the walls of Ever, an episode that showcases a Chicago working man falling in love with the Chicago culinary scene.
In fact, production on the newly released 3rd season was recently spotted back in the restaurant once again. And we sat down with the brains behind Ever, owners Michael Muser and chef Curtis Duffy.
I want you to describe for people who have never been what kind of restaurant this is. You have 2 Michelin stars, and what do you want people to have?
So we want them to obviously enjoy the company that they brought in, right? The surroundings. I want them to celebrate the moments that they're celebrating, enjoy the company that they're with.
Forks is such a quintessential episode. It's the best episode of the show, and Ever is a massive reason why. I would love to know how you guys got involved.
Well, we got involved by obviously them calling us and saying, hey, we need a beautiful space to film a continuation of what the story is.
And I need you to respect yourself.
People actually relate with that story because it is so personal. And I think that with the young chefs that we continue to mentor is like, you have to be that all the time.
But now it was time to get to work the Bear style. To give us the full experience that the character Richie had, my job was expediter, calling out orders to the chefs.
Caviar 32. One of the most powerful positions you can have is that of the position of expediter. Pick up 2 scallop. You think of them as like an air traffic controller for plates that go out into the dining room. 32. Those calls are the rhythm and the cadence of the dining room. 31s, we need to hear the expediter at all turns.
Okay, is it time? I hope I don't mess things up.
Write down the time that he cleared the table. And then I'm gonna say, pick up 2 scallop. 2. So you're gonna go order in 6.
Order in 6.
6.
Oh.
So pick up 6 caviar.
Pick up 6 caviar. Scat.
And while Sylvia had a challenging role, I thought I got off easy. In the spirit of the episode Forks, my job, like Richie's, was polishing forks. Easy? Fork no.
Every piece of our service pattern is a representation of who we are as a person.
It like weighs on your hands.
It does.
I'm 4 in, chef.
Stretch it out. Stretch it.
Here you go, Sylvia Perez. Eat your heart out on this crystal clear fork.
And now that we've put in our work in the kitchen, it is time to step into the dining room for a once-in-a-lifetime experience where the food is a marriage of art and flavor.
How beautiful.
So we have Hokkaido scallops that have been caramelized in a pan with fennel, orange, pickled mustard, and a little bit of fennel in multiple different forms.
This is so good.
And we have Osetra caviar from Uruguay with caramelized celery root. And so we have chocolate brownie in the bottom. We have an orb that's made out of jasmine tea. Enjoy.
All right, let's go. Another one.
Go.
Oh, come on, that's Bercy.
And what's great about this episode in particular is that the character of Richie, who is an average, everyday Chicago guy, and by the end of the episode, appreciates the artistry and the dedication and the care that the people of this restaurant put into it.
We want to thank Chef Curtis Duffy, who is amazing, and Michael Muser. You guys have done an incredible job here. You gave us the most wonderful experience. So cheers to you. We've gone behind the scenes of Ever Restaurant here in Chicago, where they filmed some incredible episodes of The Bear. But did you know they also came here to the sister bar and restaurant after? Let's go inside. So I'm here in the after kitchen with Chef Curtis Duffy because we wanted to find out what was shot here from The Bear. So they came here to shoot 1 or 2 episodes.
It was 1 episode. It was actually the Copenhagen bakery episode. So they transformed this entire kitchen into what you see on The Bear, which is the Copenhagen episode.
Which is interesting because if you've seen that episode, it looks nothing like your kitchen. I had no idea that was your kitchen.
I could tell you when I walked in the morning, which always started at a super 4 a.m. morning, all of this was transformed into flour everywhere and bowls of bread just all over the kitchen. It just was mind-blowing for me from being this very clean and meticulous.
I bet, because I know how you are. So we're in the kitchen, but the beautiful thing about After is really the bar. And that's what I want you to show me off and show them off.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's head back this way. So now we're at one of the most beautiful bars in Chicago, absolutely gorgeous. Here we are at the After Bar.
Thank you.
How do you describe the vibe to people who've never been?
Well, the vibe is, well, we have Ever, who is super refined and ultra high end. After is kind of like that mischievous bad boy moment where, you know, it's dark, the vibe is loud music. We want everybody from in a suit to t-shirts to walk in and enjoy themselves.
Okay.
We collaborated with Mr. Lion. Now Mr. Lion is based out of London. He has multiple cocktail restaurants or bars around the world. And we wanted to bring him into the space and really just showcase what we're doing.
Let's go sit at the gorgeous bar. So now we're sitting at your beautiful bar, and I know one of the things you really take pride in is the ingredients you use, not only for your food, but for your cocktails. Tell me about that.
Yeah, absolutely. As with Ever, After is also very heavily focused on the ingredients. It's the #1 priority for us, whether it is the spirits that we're using or the actual food stuff that we put into the drink.
So I'm looking at the menu. I love some of the ingredients, and the man behind me is your lead bartender, Matt, right?
Yes.
Matt, these are gorgeous. Tell me what we have.
Thank you. We have our Green Daisy here and our Bouquet 75, both cocktails on our new menu that we're teaming up with Mr. Lion on.
I love this because it says that there are peas in this Green Daisy, literally peas.
Yeah. So we juice sugar snap peas and mix them with a little pandan tea and a little lemongrass as well, and just shake it up with tequila, mezcal, and a little fernet. So I'm gonna make our most approachable cocktail, the bell pepper daiquiri. So we're gonna start with a little lime juice. 3/4 of an ounce of that. Some lacto fermented strawberry syrup. Now that's on our menu. To make it a little bit more simple at home, you can just blend some strawberries with simple syrup.
Okay, and how many ounces are you doing of each?
3/4 of both of those. Okay. And then we're gonna do 1.5 ounces of our rum that we infuse with yellow bell peppers.
Does that give it kind of a little kick?
It does. It's definitely has that like bright green like flavor to it. There's a little bit of jalapeno in there just for that green, that greenness from the bell peppers or from the peppers. I'm gonna do 2 dashes of Peychaud's bitters.
Have you had this?
I have, yeah.
What's your favorite cocktail here?
I really enjoy the pea because, again, like you said, with the sugar snap peas, it's one of those ingredients that, as a chef, we can get our hands on when they're like in the height of season, and to be able to use them when they're at the height of season, it's like,
flavor.
The problem with not a problem with cocktails, but usually they're really, really sweet. This has a really nice balance, and you don't have to add any sugar or simple syrup to a mixture. This is just like a really beautiful balance.
Before we cheers, Chef, what do you want people to know about After?
Well, it's a very approachable cocktail lounge or bar, if you want to call it a bar. We really encourage walk-ins. We want to be the spot in the West Loop to walk in and enjoy cocktails, beverages, wine, champagne, beer, all the above, and some great food.
Yeah, and they do have all that. Thank you so much for inviting us. Cheers to you.
Thank you so much.
And cheers to After. You can't do a story about Chicago restaurants and the Bear without, of course, coming to Mr. Beef. I mean, that is where this whole story starts. Oh my God!
Oh my God! Sylvia!
The Food Network!
Wait, that's
the
a real
Sandwich
camera?
King. What are you doing?
I'm doing a Sandwich Kingdom review. What are you doing here? Why are you encroaching on my one thing I have in this town, this godforsaken town, is my sandwich reviews?
We're doing a Mr. Beef story. I had no idea I would meet the Sandwich King. Tell me what it is you're doing. You do this all over the city?
Oh yes, I don't know. We've probably done about 50 of them so far, Emily. Right? And my sister Emily's on the camera over there, and I just do them all over the country.
So what
actually,
is it you do?
I go to incognito. I know the crown is, and I always wait to. I never go inside and order the sandwich, so they don't know I'm coming.
Okay.
And then I order their specialty here, obviously a beef, and I'll give it a star point rating out of 6, representing the 6 points of a Chicago star on our great city flag. So.
Can I get in on this?
I would love to. I always get 2 sandwiches, one for Emily. Can Sylvia have your sandwich?
Can I have your sandwich?
Luckily, I have 10 more for the office. This is the heaviest bag of beefs I've ever felt.
Let's do this.
Oh wait, hold on. What's in my back pocket? Oh, look at that. It's a tiara.
Oh, I get to play the game.
Yes, I am the one true king, but you could be my queen today.
Awesome. So you're a Chicago guy. If anybody knows about Italian beef, it is Jeff Morrow, right?
Listen, I am the sandwich king, but I grew up a stone's throw away from Johnny's Beef, very familiar with Elle's Beef. I grew up amongst beef. This is so near and dear to me.
Yeah.
I know this place has been blown up by the Bear.
Right.
A show that on our podcast when you interviewed me, I've been just trying to get myself on the Bear. Now they used my Marl Provisions Jardinera on the Bear. It's in Carmi's Fridge, episode 2 of season 2. And I did audition for the pilot of The Bear.
And you did make it.
I did not make it.
We're getting this guy on The Bear.
So I'm HE double hockey sticks bent.
Okay.
I'm getting on The Bear. So maybe this is one step closer.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Okay.
Now we got to show the cross section.
So you got to show? Okay.
Yeah, get in, Em.
Okay, Em is coming in.
Now I'm going to tell you 2 things you look for in a beef stand before you get the beef. The saturated wrap is a good indicator of a juicy beef, how it should be. The second, styrofoam cups. Got That's my Aunt Pat.
They're all
styrofoam cups, usually a great indicator of hand-cut fries and good sandwiches. All right, and now the cross-section, like I see, you see the giardiniera, the sweet and the hot.
Yes.
Then we take a bite and we give it a score. That's it.
Here we go. That's it, huh?
That's good beef. They make this in-house,
Mm.
Emily, for sure.
The beef?
Shaved thin, look at that.
This is great.
I think I know exactly what cut of meat they're using too.
What?
Probably like I have round or gooseneck or some form of it. So it's nice, got a good little chew to it.
I was thinking gooseneck.
And you love gooseneck. I know. So one thing, that does say that on your LinkedIn profile.
Loves gooseneck.
Loves gooseneck. You can do, out of 6 star points, you can always put a decimal in there. Go to the 100th if you want. I don't care. First, I'm judging this. I'm very anal about beefs.
Okay.
That's on my LinkedIn profile. I'm gonna give it a 5 for a Chicago beef. One of the legends.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this is definitely top 3 in the city.
Ooh.
I'm gonna give it a 5.85 Chicago star points out of 6. What are you doing?
Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give it a 6. You know why? Because Mr. Beef welcomed us with open arms to come visit him, and this is one great Italian beef.
It is so good. It really is.
Here's what I'm gonna do next.
Uh-oh.
Can we go inside?
Yes, of course.
Let's go inside.
When you walk in, you see that right there. What do you see in that corner back there? Where that prep station? It's a deli slicer.
Oh, okay.
That means they're making their beef in-house, shaving it as thin as they humanly can. And then you smell it in the air, right? You smell that beef tallow, that fat, with the spices, with the peppers. And then if there's a line,
that's another good sign.
And if the line's out the door,
yeah.
Now that just means it's popular, right? But more importantly, that means the turnover is greater. So beef's just never sitting in that gravy.
Fresh.
It's like in the gravy, it steeps to that right amount of time. It's never, you never want to simmer or boil Italian beef in the gravy.
Yeah.
So if they have the turnover and they're churning and burning and people are in and out, that means the food's gonna be hot, fresh, and appropriate.
The flavor of the beet, there was like a little sweetness to it, a little hot, yeah.
You know, we call that giardiniera.
See, I did not know.
That's a Chicago thing.
It was delicious.
My first time, and it exceeded my expectations.
There's a line out the door from the minute we open to the minute we close.
People coming because of the show, that's what I want to know.
Yeah.
What do they say to you?
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef. Yes, chef.
Yes, chef. Yes, chef.
Yes,
chef.
Oh, yes, chef.
Some people will ask if Carmi's in the back. They literally think Jeremy Allen White's in the back of this restaurant.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Hey.
Hey.
We should be outsourcing bread.
It's cooked fresh every day. People from all over the world. It's wild.
Okay, Jeff, that was so much fun. I am stuffed. I'm a Mr. Beef fan all over again. It's been a while. Okay, thank you for letting me hang out with you.
Anytime I can eat quality sandwiches in the greatest city in the world, if not the solar system, with great people, I'm having a good day. So thank you for having me here.
It was so much fun. So tell everybody where they can follow you, where they can watch you. This guy, you're always working.
I'm always working. You can watch me on The Kitchen on Food Network every Saturday at 10 a.m.
Okay.
You can follow me on Instagram and see all my Sandwich Kingdom reviews at Jeff Morrow. Go to my YouTube channel at The Real Jeff Morrow, where we have longer special cuts of the sandwich reviews.
Okay.
Get a little more in depth. Go to the Jewel Bags to see my band. We're playing May 31st at Robert's West Side.
The Jewel Bags.
That's my band. And listen to my podcast, Come On Over, where you listen to all your podcasts. I host with my little sister, Emily.
Who we love.
We'd love to have you on the podcast as well.
I would love to come. And by the way, you guys can listen to Jeff on my podcast, Supper with Sylvia. We've had a fun interview. So much fun. I have one question as this wraps. You know what it is?
What's your favorite sandwich?
No.
What are you doing later?
Do I have to give you this back?
Yes, you do,
Oh, I'm
unfortunately.
so
This
sad.
was very
expensive.
It's very expensive. It's an Amazon Essentials tiara, so you know it's the best.
Okay, well, let's do this again, my friend.
Thank you so much, Sylvia. You're the best.
Go, Jeff. If you have a location you want us to try out, send us a 30 to 60 second video explaining why, and who knows, maybe we'll show up. Email us at tastingchicago@fox.com. I'm Sylvia Perez, and this is Tasting Chicago.